Hello friends, last we complete up to question number 11 of miscellaneous exercise 9. Now here we solve remaining question of same exercise. Question number 12. Given that sum of first four term is equal to 56 and the sum of last four terms of NAP is equal to 112. If first term is equal to 11, then find the number of terms. Here first suppose first term already given 11 and the number of terms is equal to n and the common difference d. Let first term is a is equal to 11. Common difference is equal to d. And the last term is equal to L. Here sum of first four terms S4 is equal to 56 given. Therefore S4 is equal to, we know that n by 2 to A plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 56 and n is equal to 4. So 4 by 2 into A equal to 11 plus 4 minus 1 into d is equal to 56. Therefore 4 upon 2 that is 2. 2 take this side. So 56 upon 2 that is 28. Here become 22 plus 3d is equal to 28. 22 take this side. So 3d is equal to becomes 28 minus 22 becomes 6. So d is equal to 2. Clear? So common difference is equal to 2. And the sum of last four terms. First write this. Last four term are L second last L minus D, third last L minus 2D and the fourth last L minus 3D. Here sum of all terms L plus L minus D plus L minus 2D plus L minus 3D is equal to given 112. Therefore L 4 times. So 4L, 3D minus 2D, 5D minus D, 6D is equal to 112. Therefore 4L minus 6 into D is equal to, we have 2 is equal to 112. Therefore 4L is equal to 6 to 12 take this side. 112 plus 12 that is 124. Clear? Therefore divide by 4. L is equal to, we get here divide by 4. So 4 3 12, 4 1 is 4. L is equal to 31. So last term is equal to 31. Now we find this number of terms. Here last term, that is an, is equal to 31. Therefore a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 31. Okay. A is equal to, here we have 11 plus n minus 1 into d, common difference is equal to 2 is equal to 31. Therefore 11 take this side, so 2 into n minus 1 is equal to 20. So n minus 1 is equal to 10. So n is equal to 11. So number of terms is equal to 11. Clear? Now next question 13. If a plus bx upon a minus bx is equal to b plus cx upon b minus cx is equal to c plus dx upon c minus dx. Show that a, b, c are in a given. Show that a, b, c are in a GP. That means to prove that big square equal to AC. Taking pairwise, we get condition here a plus bx upon a minus bx is equal to b plus cx upon a b minus cx. Therefore, take cross product a plus bx into this. So a into b, that is ab, minus a into cx, that is acx, bx into b, that is a plus big square x, bx into this, that is minus bcx, is equal to same a into this equal to ab plus a into cx is equal to acx minus bx into b minus big square x minus bx into cx is equal to minus bcx. So here AB from both sides cancel, then minus BCX from both sides cancel. So remaining terms here ACX take this side, so become 2 times ACX. Okay, first remove these terms. Here big square x take this side, so 2 big square x is equal to 2 ACX. Therefore 2 from both sides cancel and x all cancel, so big square is equal to AC. Clear? Therefore B upon A is equal to C upon B. Take result number 1. Similarly, from last two, B plus Cx upon B minus Cx is equal to C plus dx upon C minus dx. Simplify this, we get B into this BC minus BDX plus Cx into this, that is plus 6 square x minus CDX square is equal to B into this, that is a plus BC plus BDX minus Cx into this, that is minus 6 square x minus CDX. Therefore, now simplify this here. BC from both sides cancel. 6 square x take this side, so 2 6 square x. Now next BDX take this side, so 2 BDX and 6 square here CDX x square. Here this also becomes a from this CDX square. So CDX square from both sides cancel. Therefore here 2 cancel, x cancel, so 6 square is equal to BD. Clear? Therefore C upon B is equal to D upon C. Take result number 2. So by 1 and 2, by 1 and 2, B upon A is equal to C upon D is equal to D upon C. So A, B, C, D are in a GP. A, B, C, D are in a GP. Clear? Hence proof. Now question number 14. Let S be the sum, S be sum, P be the product, P be product, and R be the sum of a reciprocal. R be sum of reciprocal of n terms in a GP. Then prove that P square R raised to n is equal to S raised to n. Here S is the sum of n terms of GP and P is the product of n terms of GP and R be the sum of reciprocal of n terms of GP. Then prove this. P square into R raised to n is equal to S raised to n. Here geometric progression given. So first suppose first term is equal to A and common ratio is equal to R. Let first term is equal to A. Common ratio is equal to R. First term is equal to A. Common ratio is equal to R. Therefore, sum of first n terms Sn is equal to, we know that A into R raised to n minus 1 upon R minus 1, and given that is equal to S. Sum of n terms is equal to S. So S is equal to A R raised to n minus 1 upon R minus 1. Clear? Take result number 1. And the product of n terms is equal to P given, and product P is equal to A into AR into AR square into up to last terms n terms, that is AR raised to n minus 1. A into A into A into A raised to n. Here R raised to 1 into R raised to 2 into R raised to n minus 1 is equal to R raised to 1 plus 2 plus up to plus n minus 1. Clear? So product P is equal to A raised to n into R raised to, here 1 plus 2 plus n minus 1 is equal to sum of n minus 1 terms is n minus 1 into n minus 1 plus 1 upon 2. Clear? So is equal to A raised to n into R raised to, here minus 1 plus 1 cancel, we get n minus 1 upon 2. Clear? This is a P. Take a result number 2. And R is sum of reciprocal of n terms, and R is equal to reciprocal of n terms 1 upon A plus 1 upon AR plus 1 upon AR square plus up to plus reciprocal of n terms is 1 upon A R raised to n minus 1. And the sum of all is equal to, here first term is equal to 1 upon A. Common ratio is equal to 1 minus 1 upon R. 1 upon AR upon 1 upon A, that is a 1 upon R raised to n upon 1 minus 1 upon R. Clear? Using formula A into 1 minus R raised to n upon 1 minus R, we get a sum of n terms. Okay, now simplify this. R raised to n take LCM, so 1 upon a into here r raised to n minus 1 upon here r minus 1 into here LCM of this is equal to r raised to n, right in denominator, and LCM of this right here r. Okay, now here simplify this. We want to show that peak square is equal into r raised to n is equal to s raised to n. So value of PR we take in a left hand side. Now LHS is equal to peak square r raised to n. Here p is equal to by 1 a raised to n r raised to n minus 1 into n upon a 2 raised to 2, and r is equal to 1 upon a r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1 into r upon r raised to n minus 1 is equal to 1 upon r raised to n minus 1 raised to n. Now simplify this, 2 take inside, so we get a raised to 2n into r raised to n minus 1 into 1 upon a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1 into 1 upon and raised to n, here also raised to n, here 1 upon r raised to n minus 1 raised to n, that is a r raised to n into n minus 1. Clear? So is equal to, here r raised to n minus 1 from both cancel, a raised to 2n upon a raised to n is equal to a raised to 2n minus n, that is a raised to n, into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1 raised to n. So is equal to, here n take outside, so a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1 raised to n. Okay, and a into r raised to n minus 1 upon r minus 1 is equal to s, sum of n terms, raised to n. So Sn, this is the right hand side. Clear? So left hand side is equal to right hand side we get. Okay, now question number 15. If pth, qth and r terms of an AP are A, B, C, here P terms AP is equal to A, Q terms AQ is equal to B, and rth terms AR is equal to C. Show that Q minus R into A plus R minus P into B plus P minus Q into C is equal to 0. Here P, Q and R terms of an AP is given, ABC. Small a already given. So first suppose the first term is equal to capital A and the common ratio is equal to R is also used. So common difference is equal to take a D. Here, clear? Let first term of an AP arithmetic progression given. So first term and common difference we use. So first term is equal to A and the common difference is equal to capital D. Therefore AP is equal to, we know that, A plus P minus 1 into D. So this implies here AP is equal to, we have A is equal to capital A plus P minus 1 into D. Take result number 1. Similarly, AQ is equal to B is equal to, AQ is equal to A plus Q minus 1 into D. Take result number 2. And AR is equal to, we know that A plus R minus 1 into D, and already given C. Now to get the Q minus R, R minus P and P minus Q, think how to get P minus Q. If we subtract the second from first, we get P minus Q. Taking equation 1 minus equation 2, we get here A minus A cancel, P minus 1 minus Q minus 1, P minus 1 minus Q plus 1 into D is equal to, here A minus B, A minus B. Clear? Minus 1 plus 1 cancel, P minus Q. So P minus Q is equal to A minus B upon D. Take result number 3rd. Here P minus Q is equal to A minus B upon D. Clear? Similarly, subtract 3rd from 2nd. From 2nd and 3rd, subtract this. B minus C is equal to A cancel. Here Q minus 1 minus R plus 1 into D. Therefore, here capital D. So Q minus R, D take this side. So Q minus R is equal to B minus C upon D. Take result number 5. And from 3rd and 1st, R minus P, R minus P. From 3rd and 1st, C minus A is equal to A cancel. Here D take common, R minus 1 minus P plus 1 into D. Therefore, minus 1 cancel, R minus P is equal to C minus A upon D. Take result number 6. Clear? Therefore, now put all value P minus Q, R minus P and Q minus R from 4, 5 and 6 in this result. Now Q minus R into A plus R minus P into B plus P minus Q into C is equal to, here Q minus R is equal to B minus C upon D, B minus C upon D into A plus R minus P is equal to C minus A upon D into B plus P minus Q is equal to A minus B upon D into C by 4, 5 and 6. Clear? Simplify this. D take LCM, A take inside. So we get AB minus AC plus BC minus AB plus AC minus BC upon D and equal to 0 upon D. AB plus minus cancel. Similarly, all terms cancel. We get 0. So equal to 0. Hence proof. Clear? Now question number 16. If A into 1 upon B plus 1 upon C, B into 1 upon C plus 1 upon A, C into 1 upon A plus 1 upon B, 1 upon B are in AP, are in a AP. Then prove that A, B, C are also in a AP. Prove this. Here given this, A into 1 upon B plus 1 upon C, B into 1 upon C plus 1 upon A into C and C into 1 upon A plus 1 upon B are in a AP, arithmetic progression given. This implies, now simplify this, B plus C upon BC and A take inside, so AB plus AC upon a BC, and similarly B take inside, taking LCM, AB plus BC upon AC, and here C take inside, so we get AC plus BC upon AB are in AP. All terms are in AP, and if we add 1 in each term, then also AP. So AB plus AC upon BC plus 1, AB plus BC upon AC plus 1, and AC plus BC upon AB plus 1 are in AP. This implies BC take LCM, so AB plus AC plus BC upon BC, AB plus BC plus AC upon AC, and AC plus BC plus AB upon AB are in AP. Now from each terms, common term, remove this, AB plus BC plus AC common, so this implies 1 upon BC, 1 upon AC, 1 upon AB are in a AP. Clear? Now if you multiply by ABC to each, we get a terms are in a AP. ABC upon BC, ABC upon AC, and ABC upon AB are in AP. Here BC cancel, so we get A, AC cancel, so B, and AB cancel, so C are in AP. Hence proof. Clear? So is equation. Using special trick, we prove that if a given 3 terms are in a AP, then ABC are in a AP. So all terms are in AP. Simplification terms are also in AP. Here adding 1 also are in AP. Simplification also AP. Removing common terms are also in AP. Multiplying by ABC to each, we are get terms in a AP, and a simplification also ABC are in a AP. Clear? So is equation. Now next question. If ABCD are in GP, ABCD are in a GP, prove that a raised to n plus b raised to n, a raised to n plus b raised to n, b raised to n plus c raised to n, and c raised to n plus d raised to n are in a GP, are in a GP. That is to show that ratio of two consecutive terms b raised to n plus c raised to n upon a raised to n plus b raised to n is equal to c raised to n plus d raised to n upon b raised to n plus c raised to n. First, here given a, b, c, d are in a GP. Here a, b, c, d are in a GP given. Therefore, b upon a is equal to c upon b is equal to d upon c is equal to say k. Therefore, b is equal to ak, c is equal to bk, d is equal to ck. Therefore, here b is equal to ak. So c is equal to become ak into k becomes ak square, and d is equal to ck, and ck is equal to c is equal to ak square. So a k raised to 3. Clear? Now here get a ratio of consecutive terms b raised to n plus c raised to n upon a raised to n plus b raised to n is equal to a raised to n is equal to a, here b is equal to ak. So b is equal to here ak, so a raised to n k raised to n plus c is equal to ak square. So here a raised to n k raised to 2n upon a raised to n plus b is equal to ak, so a raised to n k raised to n. Clear? A raised to n from both cancel, so here we get k raised to n, take common, so in the bracket remaining terms 1 plus k raised to n upon 1 plus k raised to n, so is equal to k raised to n. Take result number 1. Similarly, get a ratio of last and second terms, and c raised to n plus d raised to n upon b raised to n plus c raised to n is equal to c. Here c is equal to ak square, so a raised to n k raised to 2n plus d is equal to a k raised to 3, so a raised to n k raised to 3k 3n upon b is equal to ak, so a raised to n k raised to n plus c is equal to ak square, so a raised to n k raised to 2n. A raised to n k raised to 2n take common, a raised to n k raised to 2n, so in bracket remaining term 1 plus k raised to n upon here a raised to n k raised to n take common, so in bracket 1 plus k raised to n. So a raised to n cancel, k raised to 2n upon k raised to n become k raised to n, 1 plus k raised to n from both cancel, take result number 2. Now compare both result by 1 and 2, b raised to n plus c raised to n upon a raised to n plus b raised to n is equal to c raised to n plus d raised to n upon b raised to n plus c raised to n. Therefore, here a raised to n plus b raised to n, next b raised to n plus c raised to n, and the last c raised to n plus d raised to n are in AP. Clear? Hence proof. Now remaining question we solve in a next lecture. Okay, bye.